Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. The give to the single back. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leads him with 3rd and 3. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Using his legs, it's Little. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The Sun Devils get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back with cat-like quickness?
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Up to 44 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Might be looking to run. The Gamecocks fail to stop them on third down again. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll try the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The snap sets up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He now has 111 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry up. One man in the backfield and he gets it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And he could not get loose on the run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's complete on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He wants to throw here on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Makes a connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. He throws one to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires left. Finds a man by himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players like this.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Unloads quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
42 Spider. Check, check.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He steps out of bounds at the 49, just short of midfield, and he almost went a really long way. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
He makes the connection. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
35, Arizona State, 21.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Just ran him over. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Leaves it with the running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's right on target. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Sun Devils have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
It's complete to the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go up.
Off he goes! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Iowa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. coming after him, looking to buy time. Wide open downfield. And they're able to get him down. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. Because he can do things like that. The unscripted stuff and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Power ahead, and they get him down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Extending the play. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's off to the races. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now they'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Trying to get to him. Keeps looking downfield. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.